Throwing on first down is Brady. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Brady now on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. And even 40 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Prescott on first down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. For Ezekiel Elliott last week against Denver, arguably his worst game as a pro. 9 carries, just 8 yards.
And the standard that he sets is so much higher, not just in the yardage, but in how he plays. Because one of the things about him coming out of Ohio State was how hard he played the game, even if the ball wasn't in his hands. And that was not that type of a game that he had against Denver. Let's see if he can bounce back moving forward, because you know Dallas wants to feed him the football and control the game with his running. And
he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Patriots coming back out on offense, and an interesting nugget. The Patriots have lost 4 openers since 2001 like they did this year against Kansas City, but the previous 3 times they did it, they went on to win the Super Bowl. Think that can happen again?
That's not a nugget, man. That's a gold nugget. Where did you get that one? That's pretty strong right there.
A hat tip to Ed Brady, our statistician.
Well, how about that? Now, think about how the pendulum swings in the NFL. Preseason, Patriots prohibited favorites to win another Super Bowl with their offseason and draft, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then they lose the opener to Kansas City. Oh, boy, the Patriots, trouble in paradise. They blow away the Saints, and with that little stat you gave us, they're going right back to the Super Bowl, aren't they?
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Brady to throw, and he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what?
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball out of the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Gronkowski now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The slot man in motion right. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. For Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down. It's Prescott. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught. They start on the ground with Elliott. Pushing through the contact. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, look at the juke. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 66 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Slot man moves right. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And some room to work. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Dez. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They try again with Lewis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes again. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. This is Elliott. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. got a yard up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down following the run.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Got 4 down, 4 down.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wait 20! 4 down, 4 down. Wait 20! Wait 20!
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Time running out here on the play clock. Brady, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 31 yards there and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.